Hello there. I just wanted to come on and do a reading, like a live one. I want to do more live ones, but we'll see what's going on here. So this will be about, we have this full moon coming up on the 20th, and there's also going to be like an eclipse. And like people who are sensitive, like whenever we go through like these different changes and, you know, moon movements and earth cycles and all of this stuff, it affects you. It affects you. That's why like hospitals are always full on a full moon. And, you know, this is a new moon coming up, but it's also like a full moon. So, you know, the tides are measured by this. So it does. It has an effect on everything. But this one in particular is probably going to be really, really strong. And I just thought I'd come in a little bit earlier because it does start to move in a little bit faster, you know, than the actual day that it happens. Usually you start to feel it even like 3 or 4 days before and 3 or 4 days after. So if you start to feel like a little emotional, or if you start to feel like you're like just tired, you're not feeling well, you can even feel like maybe your energy just increased and went through the roof. So however it kind of affects you, that's what it's doing. But as always, on a new moon, it's a great time to start new things. So I wanted to just do a little reading around this, about the universal energy that's coming in, and maybe how it can benefit everybody, or how you can best use it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to I'm just gonna ask Spirit to kind of like, you know what? I didn't light my candle. I'm gonna light my candle. You know, I'm just gonna see what comes out. I'm just gonna throw the cards out and see what comes out. Guidance for all of us. So we'll see what Spirit has to say about this. Alrighty. We first have the Six of Swords coming out. Give us guidance on the new moon. How do we, what should we be doing? What should we be doing? That is way too many cards. So we should not be doing that. We should not be doing too many things at once. And this came out again. This just came out. That was the first card that just fell out in that pile, the Eight of Swords. So far, this is about just like finding calm and peace and working on yourself a little bit. So maybe a really good time for you to do that. Finding balance. Balance is so huge right now. And it's just popping up for everybody and everything. And it's like it's being called for in such a huge way that we need to balance ourselves out. And in order to balance yourself out, you also have to, you know, really look at what's going on with yourself. Let's see what we got here. And look at that. And then the sun comes out. Okay. Knight of Swords under the deck. So, you know, this is a well-balanced reading right here. I don't know if you guys can see all the cards. There you go. So we're starting off with this Six of Swords. And if you look at the water always represents emotion in the tarot. And so it's very emotional energy going on right now. So this is about us trying to, like, she's trying to get into the shore. She's like getting to the other side of this. She's like trying to get out of that choppy water and just get to dry land. Actually, she's trying to, you know, on the regular tarot cards, the Rider-Waite, it's actually, you'll see like calmer waters come in. For this one, you actually see the beach come in there. So yeah, this is just looking into getting to some place. You see the star in the background, birds flying, that's freedom. Just getting to like a new place. She has her suitcase, she has her red cloak on, she's ready to go, she's grounded. She just wants something new. She just wants to be in that new place. Like, it's like she's already halfway there. She's getting to where it's coming to an end. So this is saying to me, like, big time, like, don't give up. Like, you know, don't give up in the 11th hour. I'm like trying to put myself on here more. Don't give up in the 11th hour. Like, things seem like really hard right now. And if you're going through a tumultuous time, don't give up. You're almost there. it's going to come through. It's going to come through, and I think this eclipse is going to have a lot to do with it in this new moon. Stay in that energy. Stay in that energy. Look, under the deck, Justice card came up. Yeah, so stay in this energy of like having fun, being inspired, keeping that fire going, and then also staying in balance with everything. Again, in this card, it's a reflection of self. On both of these cards here in this Eight of Swords, too, we see that reflection in the mirror. We see it twice here. Look at yourself. You have to look at yourself and what's going on in your own life. Stop like making excuses for things. Stop like just work on yourself. Which is an excellent reason to call Rosina up and go through either an energy clearing or a tarot reading. I would really appreciate it at this time too, but just to keep the flow of things moving, because the coaching work is really what I want to get. I've been leaning towards going to now for full-time work, so come on in and let me work with you, because I would love to do it, and I think it's really going to help you get to where you're trying to get to. If you're having confusion around stuff, it's a great place to get started. So yeah, just looking at yourself. Stop thinking that there's nothing you can do about it. These ties can be unbound. You're not like tied down to anything that cannot be changed. There's always a way to bring things and change them. Knight of Pentacles coming in represents stability, taking small steps, bringing in balance. Like I always see the chakras in this deck when I do that. You know, just balancing your chakras out, bringing in financial stability, planting the seeds, bringing it forward. Like anything that's like a practicality in your life, your work, your, you know, the balance of work and play, the exercise, your health, like all of these things are coming into. This is what Spirit wants us to look at now. We want to look at all these different things, all these different practicalities, and figure out which needs to be worked on, which needs to, what really needs our attention so that we can make changes there now. Because on that full moon, on that new moon, that's where you want to make the changes. That's where we're going to start looking at this stuff now, right now, today. Because by I think the full moon, the new moon is on Thursday. It's the 20th, so I don't even know what day it is today. But I think it's the 17th today or 18th. But bringing that energy in, just start to think of like, okay, this is not working for me, or the way I'm handling my finances is not working for me. Let me sit down and budget myself differently. I haven't been going out. I haven't been having much fun. This is how I can, what can I do to have more fun? I have problems in my romantic relationship. I really like something better right now. What steps can I take to do that? So this is all about examining just your everyday quality of life things, your health, you know, like, oh, I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm really not doing anything. Get on it. Like all of these things, and you need a starting point. You need to set a goal. You need to set up some kind of, you know, boundary for yourself that you're not going to stray from what you're putting together now, because it's going to be very important. At the end of the line, you have the sun. This is what's waiting for you. This is something that can be very, very beneficial moving forward in your life. These are things that, this is like a whole big thing. I'm like just really, really looking at everything and bringing together a plan for yourself. All right, let me pick one more soul card here for the collective. Soul card for the collective. Very interesting reading. A lot of balance to it. Very colorful too. Like I see the chakras represented here, like all of them. Very balanced. Voyages. I am safe and loved no matter where I am. So yeah, this is some kind of a voyage. When you think about things like this, it is going on a voyage. It is a journey for yourself. To kind of bring yourself to a new place. And it's funny that this card came out, and that was the first card that came out, that Six of Swords, because the voyage also brings in a new perspective. And if you look at these sails, they can almost look like a sword. They could almost look like the top of a sword, like the edge of the sword. So it's really interesting that coming through as clearly as it is right now about bringing yourself on a voyage. Making changes in your life, it can be fun. I mean, look into stuff you didn't ever looked into before. Have fun with it. Like, it doesn't have to be all stressful and, oh my God, how am I ever going to do this? And, you know, we tend to go into this place of panic. And you don't, if you stop for a minute and just take a breath and just breathe and just go, okay, what is this like really important? What would be a fun way to do this? What would be something different than I normally do? And to implement it, you can have some fun with it. I mean, you know, it doesn't all have to be doom and gloom all the time. Just because the news is trying to put you into a mindset of doom and gloom doesn't mean you have to go there. You can stop watching the news and you can stop watching all this negative stuff that's going on and just get into your own sovereignty, get into your own self and say, what would make me happy? That's what you need to do. Just find things that make you happy. And when you're sitting there and things are not making you happy, do something that will make you happy. Like, you have to switch this out in your own brain. You have to switch this out in your own life. Sorry, I'm getting like hair in my eyes, driving me crazy. You have to switch it out. If you don't start to switch it out, it's just going to stay exactly where it is. Here you go. Believe the best is yet to come. Like, I don't make this stuff up, you guys. It just pops right out. The best is yet to come. And there's that sun coming out again. Like, you know, this is a really, really nice message being passed here. And I think we all need to really take note of this and take the time to do this, because it's going to bring in, I think, you know, personally in our lives, we can make something really great happen. You know, and you have to stop watching what's going on. Like, it's kind of just trying to pull you in. And if the more of us who can kind of like pull away and pull out of that and just kind of like do our own thing and find our own happiness, the better it's going to be for the collective. That's why when I do these readings for the collective, that's why they're so important, because it's like, it's a message for everyone. It's not just for like you individually. It's a message for everyone. If we all start to do this, it's going to make it better for everyone. You know, this is a ripple effect for it all. And under the deck communications, I communicate from my heart, and love surrounds and protects me. So, you know, there you go. There's what I just said. It's for everybody. It's a helping hand for everybody. Beautiful, really nice energy there. All right, I'm going to magnify this. I'll go to my website if you want to do a reading, or if you want to do a energy clearing session. I can get into some, you know, some of this stuff with you if you're not sure where to start, what to do, where to begin. I may put out a little event and do a little live thing. Maybe. You guys want some live readings again? I haven't done them in a while. I probably will put something like that out. Okay. Well, have a great week, and I'll see you soon.